love and light. It's your girl, CYNETHA Jade. Most call me Love. Back at it with another live stream. Oh, I almost forgot. How could I? We earned this, okay? And it's sexy tarot time? Yeah, bet. All right. So you guys, I know, forgive me, I know it's not actually like Saturday night or anything, but hey, the vibe is what you make of it any day or night of the week, okay? I got three pals for you tonight, so I'm excited to share. Sharing's caring, they say. And guess what? I even remembered to give the markers for the piles. So we've got pile number one with this beautiful double terminated crystal quartz wand, okay? And pile number two, the spirit quartz. All right, you guys, these are pretty phallic symbols tonight. Probably, fitting for the theme, just saying. But pile number two is the spirit quartz. And last but certainly not least, all right, coming in strong is the selenite wand. All right, so we will again go through those just for those that maybe are still creeping in the back. Ooh. Is that a synchronicity for some here? My goodness. Okay. Different strokes for different folks, they say. So whatever floats your boat, right? Love and light, Fiona. Oh, thank you. Um, yeah, sexy tarot time. Long awaited session. If I do say so myself, I have a lot of fun, you guys, on these lives. Don't mind me none, okay? If anything, I promise no judgment, only love and light. I might be living a little vicariously through some aspects of the session, because otherwise, how am I gonna know what's going on out there in them streets, right? I'm just a little recluse over here in my end, my neck of the woods, as it were. So don't mind me none. Gosh, I'm trying to mentally prep myself, okay, before I even get into this first pile. But you guys, interestingly enough, pretty positive so far, okay? Now, that's not to say that for one pal to the next that your histories have been roses and candy. But again, I digress. Pretty positive. So I'm excited to get to it. I just wanted to give some of you a chance to get in. I'm not exactly sure where we're at with the whole notifications. Yes, no? Are they working? Do they come to you? Right? So I'm just giving everyone a chance to telepathically get the message. Hey, we're on the live stream because I like to have a lot of fun, you guys, with you all in real time as best I can. Because again, it's at least for me, and I know about you guys, pretty fun when that happens. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you actually got the notification, Fiona, because I'm like, I have no idea, and I have not been available to be on, especially like a live stream in a minute. It feels like 4 weeks for me, you guys, since that last live stream, and I know it was just a couple days ago, but yeah, I don't know, just a lot of changes, a lot of upgrades, a lot of scheduled downtime, even right on top of some of the more restful activities. I don't know. For me, you guys, literally rest is like something on my to-do list. I'm one of those. It's like, oh, what do you mean? What we would do absolutely nothing for what? Like for how long? Like, what do you mean? Like what? And lately, it has just been the time for some different tactics and strategies. And you know what? I'm grateful to say that they have actually included rest. And it is, like anything else, a lifestyle choice, right? You do have to, I mean, some of us, those workaholics out there, you know what I'm saying, right? It's literally a lifestyle change, a lifestyle choice, okay? For some that, depending on where you're on the path with this, it's, you really have to put a lot of intention behind it, and oftentimes unexpectedly so, and even sometimes inexplicably, and that's where you go, oh, divine force is well underway here, and you learn to surrender. So long story short, um, your girl has been doing the damn thing, I promise. Definitely keeping you guys near and dear to my heart, for sure, for sure. And you guys often, quite unfortunately, I do say so myself, on the back end of things, do get to see some of the reasons that or why I'm not always available to be on the live stream. So, saying all of that, guess what, you guys? Personal reading still open, okay? If you ever wanted to tip or donate to the channel, all of that information, regardless of what you're looking for, If you need it, it's in the description box. Okay, so please check it out. I'm also sharing some freebies, right? Referable to even music and Facebook groups, okay, other information on your girl. And yeah, Etsy shop, okay, not up yet, right? Keyword yet. All right, so please don't miss that box. All right, and if you, for whatever reason, and it's cool, it happens, okay, there's new people come on all the time, so please don't feel like you're kind of like being highlighted in some sort of ill manner here. If you, for whatever reason, do not know the live stream rules, please check out that box. Okay, same deal there. The information that you need, I promise it's going to be there. Maybe you have to scroll longer than you thought, okay, but it's there and you can get it if you believe and try long enough, I promise. All right, definitely not here to set up anyone for failure. I'm not that type of person. I'm not on that type of timeline or working out of that type of heart space, to be clear. So, again, I'm not the opposition. I don't intend to be your opposition. And so, thank you for respecting the boundaries on the live stream rules and following along nicely so we can have a lot of fun, not even just something, like a lot, you guys. Thank you, thank you. And you guys, most of you, you come on, you do the damn thing so amazing, so effortlessly, I might say, right? And thank you for that because it doesn't go unnoticed. I really appreciate my collective. And I know I say it all the time, love and light, but I really truthfully love and light my collective. So much love and light, you guys. And I get it if maybe you couldn't come on the actual live stream in real time. If this message, any of them, in any of the piles are meant for you, I wholeheartedly believe you'll receive them and in due time. So please be mindful, you guys, because I feel like I don't say this part quite often enough. Readings here are timeless, okay? So whatever year, day or night, month, week, okay? We could be honing in intentionally on a specific portal, blah, 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 blah. I get that, okay? But the readings are timeless and they'll get to you most assuredly when they're needed most. And often, last point I want to make on this, if you're guided to like watch again, okay, maybe you're not thinking you're guided to, but if you keep seeing certain of the videos on the channel over and over again being suggested to you, trying to play even before you intended to choose one out of the pile here, no pun intended, let it happen. Okay, often ish bears repeating. Okay, and not to waste your time, and not because I really appreciate you guys assisting with getting the watch hours up. I'm being guided to share this through this particular session. So I feel like somebody is almost maybe even like frustrated, like why the heck is this particular video like intending to play? It's like from several, like however years or months ago. Okay, the channel's been going on for a few years now, right? So let it happen. Okay, if that's you, there's something in there. Okay, I'm not saying I know what it is, right? I'm being guided to share the message. Okay, that if you have been, and maybe maybe it's not even on my channel, right? Maybe it's a video in particular, and you already know, you're like, yeah, freaking video keeps trying to play. Love and light, country love. um Let it happen. Okay, there's something in it for you. There's a synchronicity, there's a reminder, there's a confirmation. All right, you deserve it, even if it is something that has been on repeat for you as a theme, a trend, right? Pay attention, get all of the lesson. Okay, you wouldn't want to take a look at a puzzle and go, yeah, you know what, there's only 14 pieces missing, isn't it pretty, and like act like there's it's just completed and that there's no other thing to do there, right? Or learn or remember. Okay, there's something about that. So if that's you, please take heed to that message. Whatever the message is, doesn't even have to be my message, you guys. All right, if you resonate with seeing this, it's almost like I want to call it a pesky video. It's popping up again and again, right? You need to just surrender and take it in, okay? Of course, utilizing your intuition, which trumps all, of course, right? So there's that. Oh, the bell is ringing. So if you guys know what to do, go on ahead. And no pressure, though. If no one has a question at the moment, not the first and only time that bell's going to ring tonight. And like I said, we have 3 piles. And I do want to remind you, if you weren't on the live stream yet, pile number 1 is this beautiful double terminated clear quartz wand, okay, for its indicator. Pile number 2, we have the spirit quartz. And again, quite phallic tonight, you guys. Might be of some synchronicity. Maybe somebody's got a kink, a bump, or just as kinky. And you know what? Ooh, if I recall correctly, pile number 2 was kinky with them hard K's, right? Maybe K's are of some significance. Just saying, okay. Uh, pile number 3, coming in strong and long, perhaps, okay, with the selenite one there for pile number 3. And you know what? There were some differences from one pile to the next tonight. I did notice, but I did also kind of intuitively get the sense that maybe from one pile to the next, you got a little bit of this pie to mix with a little bit of that on the side. All right, so you might from one pile to the next resonate. Maybe not 1,010%. Love and Light Priya, welcome. And you know what you got going on, right? So please, if it doesn't fit and if it doesn't resonate, let it sit. Okay. Somebody else got to pick it up anyway. It's not yours. See how that works? Okay. So again, pile number 1. Okay. Pile number 2, spirit quartz. All right. A little personality perhaps. And pile number 3, long and strong. Okay. Now here's the sit, you guys. We're going to be talking about next encounter. You maybe don't know the person yet. Maybe you know the person, you've not been with them yet. So how would you know all things about the pile? We're getting into some details, okay? Take what resonates, be open-minded about the rest, and claim it if you want it. That's what I would do, just saying, okay? That's the best I can guide you on that one, all right? Some of you, you go, I know exactly who we're talking about. I know the person. Yep, he's left-handed kind of thing, right? Same pile, somebody else is going, don't know that one, but man, that is sounding like my type and get my juices flowing, right? Take what resonates. Let the rest sit if it ain't gonna fit. We're not here forcing anything, all right, to be clear. All right. So let's see. Anybody in the queue waiting for their free yes or no yet? No? Okay, no worries. Thank you, Country Love, for that bell notification. And let's get to it. So, pile number 1. Here's the sitch. I could be talking to you, and you could have these characteristics look like what we're going to say and talk about what we're going to say you're talking about, right? Or, but also, and or, same deal with the person that you either know and already want, maybe even claim to love them now, right? Or you don't know, but you're claiming they know you soon, kind of thing, right? All right. General collectives, man, got me working, bro. I feel like the personals might be easier. Can y'all book a session? No, let me stop. All right, here we go. In all honesty, somebody here could have black hair, and there's some significance with red. Could be red attire or red hair or both. All of that's okay. Um, Somebody could be a man and or in a male avatar and or um, you know, pronouns would be like maybe even like he, they. Okay. We've got Hispanic or Latino coming out, and somebody here could have a baby face. Now I'm going to show this. This person could look similar to the aesthetic of the person that we're talking about, or you. Okay, so if you look in the mirror and you look like this, okay, you got a baby face. In case you didn't notice, maybe somebody here calls you that, or somebody loves the artist. Who knows? Stranger things have happened, okay? And somebody here could have a requirement, whether connecting to career or preference, to have suits, right? Business attire, dressed, dressy attire, okay? And hazel eyes are coming out for the win here for somebody. Here's the sitch. Spirit is saying take a chance. There could be some significance to whether they're hot pink or not, fuzzy dice. Okay. I feel like those aren't really a thing, but maybe they're making a comeback. Maybe this person, this connection is making a comeback. But here's a sitch. Somebody is trying to unleash your fantasies. Okay. Could be some significance to the artist Ludacris. What's that song? Is it? I can't catch all the words. Oh man, I don't even think I can say that if I wait. Hold on, because now I'm intrigued. Now I'm just looking up. Let me just. What's your fantasy? Um, by Ludacris. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. I don't want to move from the bed down to the floor. Then I want to ah right. So you get it. What's your fantasy? Man, that song was in 1999. Now, of course, I'm thinking of Prince. Okay, and ooh, let me get out of a rabbit hole. But there could be some synchronicity um, to those artists. Doesn't have to be the case. Either way, somebody wants to unleash a little something, something, take some pressure off, right? Whether you know them and they're doing this for you, right? Because general collective power number one, okay? Or when they get to you, this is what they're going to do, okay? And a lot more. I got some deets and some new decks, okay? So please listen up. Interestingly enough, on top of this, give it a chance, right? In the current energies, right? It's giving green light. Oh, that could be another song of some significance. Wasn't that John Legend? Maybe somebody is of some of these like ethnicities here, right? I know we had black hair come out, but right, it could be like deeper than that. Doesn't have to be, you guys. Get some, give some. It will cheer your arse up coming out. What are we talking though? Love, not lust. Oh, I love that for you because you know I love love. Y'all know I do. I sure do. Okay. Now, this connection, if y'all know each other, feels new. It doesn't feel like, yeah, we've been together for 13 years and in high school we told each other at lunchtime we would share more than a ring pop. Like, it's not giving that, okay? I can tell you that just off the cuff energetically, all right? So, try to see what else I can give you to help you hone in on who this person is, because again, we're talking about your next encounter. Okay. Now, somebody here could have had options. Y'all both could have options, okay? Somebody here could be, I know this is, my nose is doing that thing. Bear with me. I'm about to just wipe it down, right? I did this last time on a live stream and somebody was like, you could just scrub with, I'm like, it's not itchy from anything other than something witchy. It's a witchy itchy, right? As they say. Anywho, I wish I could just scrub it down and it just would never do this, like in that sense, because it is very off-putting. Let me ground. Okay, anywho. I don't know if this person knows, like, collective member has had options, has had a history of having options. Not in the sense, hear me out, you guys, as far as like the options all being like Johnny Depp and like who else? Like John Cena and like Mimosa, or I don't know, I'm hearing Jimmy Fallon. Somebody maybe thinks he's hot. Besides him. No, let me stop. So, because this one card is saying, I love you when you choose me. Okay. And this is, you know, an intentional pull to get a message from the non-collective person connecting to pile number one, or people, because general collective, right? You had a crush on Fallon since high school. Fiona! I brought up high school and Fallon in like 2 minutes. That's funny. Okay, Fiona. Well, you know, I mean, I get it. You know, I just. Anywho. So I don't know if in the past somebody didn't choose somebody when they shoulda or coulda, or somebody's feeling like this, whether this is known to you or not, right? Or like I said, especially if this is somebody where it's like you don't know and this next encounter is like on its way, right? Which, you guys, I started this session and the angel number clock, I don't know, I just like instinctively like looked over all of a sudden, like as if it was like, hey, look at me. So I look over and it's like 911. I'm like, this is like, that's the general consensus for all three piles, real quick, is that whether you know this person now or not, this is giving current energies, like it's coming, it's like incoming, 321 911, right? And so I don't know if I was supposed to catch that synchronicity because you guys feel like you've been waiting forever. All right, I just need you to know, irregardless, the from all three piles, all right, energetically, it's giving, this is in the now, this is incoming, this is what you want and what you deserve. Okay. Now I will say in pile number 3, there's a little bit of more of a like a blatantly obvious history of not waiting, but journeying to get to the right access point. I'll just say it that way. Okay, so long story short, but we're still in pile number 1, right? And you know how like we already talked about how like this person wants to unleash your fantasy. I'm still hearing Luda in the background, by the way, right? So weird. Um, Maybe somebody here listens to a lot of music with a lot of bass, right? Which could be some of those artists, perhaps, that we did mention, but like also like that sort of ethnic vibe, okay? Whether you subscribe to be like tribal African American or not, okay? It's the vibe coming through. And there could be a 3 to 5 year age difference between these two, and so that could be the hesitancy, and that could also be the choice making. um I want to say modus operandi. I don't know who speaks like that, and I don't even know what that means. That's what I heard in the channeling. It's like, okay, so there's choices, and maybe somebody is logic minded. It's like, logically, should I pick the one that's not in my age range, kind of thing? And then that might be why, if you resonate with having a history, however short or long, of this choice making process being a little arduous, either for you or this person. And again, this could be something that this person connected to this pile might well know, and you may not. All right, just to be clear about that as well. But again, we're in current energies being told to roll the dice, take the chance, right? Give some, get some. So whatever and all ever that means, as long as it's connecting back to love and not simply and solely lust. All right. Okay, it's given green light. Um, and this person loves to play dress up and have different scenarios. So if that seems like it would whet your appetite, get ready. Because I don't know if you can, because it's given. How could you? All right. Some of these specifics, and mind you, I still have to speak in code. All right. It's YouTube. Hello. Okay. Um, but there's like a lot of significance to like horses. So whether someone would be presenting as horse-like, stallion-like, whether bareback makes sense, whether just a good old ride, right, comes to mind when this person comes to mind, perhaps, or when you come to their mind, okay, because different scenarios here, right? But somebody here could like to actually put on the cowboy boots and the hat, but not much else. They could like you to do that, okay? Take what resonates here. And I found this quite interesting. This person, I'm like, wait, should I even say I find it interesting? Because maybe it's normal, but like, wow. So we've got this card talking about playing barber. Somebody could be a barber. Somebody may have to go to a barber. It's not a judgment. It's just an observation. Okay. And this person could have like OCD ish about them. Like, I'm not trying to diagnose anyone. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, I'm just whatever this is. Okay. And I'm still telling you, there's some interesting ticks about this person. Maybe in the general generic course, since I said the word ticks, right? But it's more like psychological processes connected to it, okay? This person, whether a barber or a surgeon or not, you know, they may want to play that, and it's like, listen, you're gonna have to lay down and get your bath now before Dr. Love starts the surgery, kind of thing. And next thing you know, you're laying down, whether on a cold metal table or not. Gosh, I hope not, right? And you were being sponge bathed and shaved meticulously. And this is part of the foreplay, interestingly enough. Like shaving cream and all, right? Whether they got the hat and the boots on or not, or whether you do or not, okay? Interesting. And the goal here, oh, and I love this for you, okay? Whether you're a guy, girl, what have you, but especially if you're in that feminine meat suit, the goal is multiple O's, not just the one, not just Cheerios, right? It's given, okay? And a lot of bouncing, all right, whether barebacked or whether on a horse or not, okay? And I love this for you as well. There is some sort of um it's almost like this person understands how to psychologically make someone feel at ease, loved, healed, heated, right? Understood. This person has the ability, it's almost giving like magician or like wizardy kind of vibes here, to really give a whole entire conversation, and not just a one-sided, okay, without you really having to express words or feelings. It's just in the touch, it's in the grip, it's in the caress, it's in the steadying you during the process, okay? And so there's some aspect to this tightened embrace. Now for some of you, okay, now you know there's no way, for whatever reason, because you know what you got going on, that you're in your current state going to even want some sort of encounter of the sexual nature. Okay, so then what you got going on is someone who really, when they offer, physical affection, which doesn't necessarily have to include the S word, right? When they hug you, they embrace you in such a way where it's like they literally do not leave you without some of their energy, and in a good way, not in like a leechy, like, hey, you're gonna want me later kind of way so I can use you and mind control you down the line. Like, no. Okay. Again, the card, talking about get some and give some, was talking love. No lust here. It's safe. Okay. There's some aspect to this tightened embrace, and this person saying, or will say, or share in the sentiment of, I love you because you loved me for who I am. All right. So there's something about being, oh, I get chills on that, seen and heard and able to integrate. Have you ever dated someone you're like, man, this should be the one on paper, right? But just the vibes off, or the conversation's off, or the intellect is just a little, it's like, man, if we could just kind of tweak it a little hair to the left, right? Maybe I could stay connected. And, for somebody like, myself, it's like if you're a sapiosexual, right, you need that mental stimulation. You need the conversation, which maybe has nothing to do with the actual acts behind closed doors or in the boudoir, right? However, if that's lacking, you don't get behind closed doors without the door being shut in front of your face. Like, why would you come into my boudoir when I can't even feed off of your conversation, and you can't even on mine. It's too much. It's like trying to give a baby like steak and potatoes, going, what do you mean you don't like it? It's like they can't even talk to say I'm thirsty for my food kind of thing, right? Ain't no chewing on a steak. You don't even have teeth. Makes sense. Okay. This person, it's like you guys are able to really mirror back, and not in a nasty, spiteful tit for tat way or any kind of toxicity, but in like a, oh, did you need some clarity on this? Here, I've got clarity. Oh, did you feel a little unease about some? I've got the ease to, and not in the sense of like, I'm going to control you and make you do what you didn't want to do while you believe at the back end that you wanted it. No, it's safe here. Like I keep getting, it's safe here, as charismatic and as firecrackery as this type of energy could be, it is still nonetheless safe, right? And again, your divine guidance here is take the chance, roll the dice, allow the dice to be rolled, right? Maybe the dice are rolling towards you, maybe you're being chosen, right? And it's giving all systems go in spite of perhaps this 3 to 5 year difference. Again, there could be some significance to horses. Maybe somebody does have access to a horse or stables or works there. And this person, if you are a female collective and you have, anything that would never be the shape of a BBL type of situation, I need you to know that is what they love about you. If you are subscribed as being like petite, having petite features, um, they think that you have legs for days. The thighs are really highlighted. They like when you are either bare in a thong, okay? And I need you to know, from what I'm seeing off this world card alone, you are giving the one. It is giving, like Don Tolliver might say, you're chosen. Okay, like if you've had encounters already, okay, and you already know this person in that way, I need you to know you're coming out as how some might say, like, top shata, right? Like, you're top tier, upper echelon, like like there's no, like, who else would be in the picture if you're in the picture, kind of thing. Like, this person could have a lot of options, right? And I'm telling you, from one to the next, you're coming out like on top. You're coming out as chosen. All right. You're coming out as like man-eater energy. If you're getting any kind of hesitancy from this person, it's because they're wondering, okay, is this the point where I am overtaken, where I am undone, where I am unalived, because you just are doing it for whoever this person is, these people. Okay. Um, and speaking of who they might be, okay, just to help you guys, pile number one, I'm going to hit up the chart placements deck, but one moment here, I really have to sneeze. All right. Okay, so name and chart placements for pile number one's people. And you guys, if you have any questions, definitely get them in the chat box according to the live stream rules. And I got you in like a couple seconds here. Let me just get pile number one closed. And so you guys, this could, I mean, I'm intending it to be the person that we're talking about. Whoa. But it could be on your side of things, referable to first, middle, or last name initial, and or chart placements. My goodness. First the sneeze, and now I'm like about to choke. Allergies, you guys. Ugh. I was convinced I was not allergic to that candle, and now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I gotta revisit that. Maybe there's some synchronicity to that for pile number one, like a revisitation. Maybe some of you do know this person and chose differently, or were chosen over because this person chose differently. I feel like I said that already, but here we go, piecing two and two together again. Not a lot of chart placements, you guys. What the heck? All right, well, chart placements. I got Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Again, this is pile number one, intending to be the person, whether you know them or not. All right, that is your next encounter. All right, your next lover, perhaps. Okay, and again, talking love, right? Not just lusty-ish. Okay, so again, it's giving, it's safe. All right, use your intuition though, right? But I keep hearing it through the channeling. We've got H and T. I'm getting the name Thomas. All right. We've got C and A. So Atlantic City in California could be of some significance. All right. Doesn't have to be. Maybe somebody's got a cat. We've got G. Maybe somebody's got a gat. We've got U. All right. Oh, my cat in the hat. We've got two P's here. All right. So maybe one or more of you share an initial P. Okay. Doesn't have to be the case. Maybe somebody has more than one P in any one of their names out of the three or more. Okay. Potentialities. We've got F and L. All right. So maybe somebody is located in Florida. We've got R as well as O and M. Somebody could live in Missouri area. Doesn't have to be the case. We've got I and Q at the bottom of the deck. All right, so that's what I have for pile number one's person. But you guys, be mindful. The energy could have been flip-flopped, and some of your ish could have got in there. All right, it is what it is. It happens to the best of us. All right, so let's see. Do we have anybody waiting for their question? Love and light to be canceled. Love and light sky. You guys made it. Yay. All right. So if you guys don't have any questions at this time, no worries. I just want you to enjoy yourselves. Sit back. We're going to get into pile number 2 with our spirit quartz. Okay. And here's the sitch. Somebody might be guided to apologize. It could be this person to you, collective member, or vice versa. That is some significant indicator coming through the cards. And this person, okay, or you could have curly hair, busty chest. All right, it's covered though. Maybe there's some significance to that. It's like you do have like a very large chest, and because of that, perhaps, right, you're not really one to like expose it much. All right. You know, different strokes for different folks, but maybe you get a lot of looks there, and it's like I just prefer to like at least know that there's fabric all the way over them, kind of thing. I don't know what's coming out. We've got oval face and green eyes of some significance, perhaps, as well as light skin. We've got a beard, okay? Whether you're a guy, girl, what have you. No, let me stop. So, bearded lady, collective member. No, I'm just joking. Hey, you know what? It happens. I feel like a bearded lady half the time whenever on my self-care days with my small time. So no judgment, you guys. I promise. I'm just feeling froggy and looking to have a lot of laughs and some fun. So don't mind me. You know how I get through these sexy tarot sessions. I never know what's around the corner, and I'm trying to brace myself. Okay, keep the vibe high. So I get a little froggy through these type of sessions. We've got skinny, we've got albino, and a tooth gap. All right, so a lot happening here, perhaps, with pile number 2. And somebody here could have a skin condition, and somebody here could be considered older than you. You know this person, or will know this person to be, perhaps. Doesn't have to be the case, guys, but it's coming out in the cards. Now, the overall energy, you guys had 2 cards come out of this particular deck, and this is pulling for current energies, right? And of course, connecting to this connection. And first out the gate is Moon, emotions, okay? With a very prophetic 23. I'm so sorry, you guys. 1 second. Not gonna lie, that one almost took your girl out. Okay, we got this though. So 23, interestingly enough, on this moon energy, of course, connecting to emotions for pile number 2, is quite significant because it reduces down to 5, and you only need 1 of those to change your life, honey. Literally, look it up. Look up those angel numbers, would ya? They really help round out the messages. I'm so serious, you guys, okay? So 23 we have, as well as 31, reducing to a very healing energy of 4. It's also the energy of a truce, right? It's giving 4 swords vibes. And here we've got this globe card indicating possibility, kind of giving closing out cycles, you guys. We just had a, I'm gonna say the name wrong. Hold on. Pala, I forget how to say the rest of it. Look up in the Facebook group if you guys are connected. I get it if you're not, but if you are, check out that last post about basically this weekend's portal. I believe it was actually on Friday into a bit of Saturday, right? And I get it, Sunday, we're talking about it. But it's nice to be informed about what just happened. I feel like a lot of things have happened energetically. I feel like a lot of shifts were felt and maybe even intentionally created and or received, right? And I do want to take a little bit closer look into some of those energies to, of course, afford the collective more clarity on the back end. But really tonight was really supposed to be about next encounter. So as spirit leads, this is what we got. But heads up, we're gonna be getting into some of those in case you have questions and you wondered, right? You're not alone, and we will definitely take a look into that. Okay. But for pile number 2, again, there could be some moon energy coming out over multi emotions because there is a lack of connectivity. Maybe you do know this person, okay? Because for some of you, you would have to if somebody's owing somebody an apology, all right? And it's saying, effing apologize. Seriously, just do it. So somebody could be guided here, all right? We're pulling for your next encounter here. Oh, and all, right? And I can tell you, aside from perhaps there being some significance to the letter O, the initial O, that the initial B, okay, B is in like Bob, Brian, all right, Bailey coming out, and Brendan. There could be some significance to the initial B, whether first, middle, or last, on the part of you, collective member, and or this person. Because, excuse me, long story short, I was kind of doing like a pre-shuffle just to cleanse and clear the deck, right? Just to ready it for tonight's session. Love and light, Priya. I got you in just a few. Um, the B just came out and landed squarely on top of pound number 2. I'm like, okay, help me remember that one because obviously I had to get through pound number 1. And I remembered. So yay and thank you, divine universal forces, for your assistance. Okay. So B, we didn't get to the rest of the, initials and chart placements for pound number 2, but be mindful, okay, to remember the B. I don't know if it'll come out again. It may, right? But I did my part. All right. Yes. Okay. And I remembered. Maybe somebody feels like somebody is more forgetful than the other in this connection. Maybe somebody wishes they were, right? I get that. It's like, man, that freaking movie. What was that with Jim Carrey? Um, Eternal Sunshine. Something. Wait, hold on a second. That's gonna bother me. Hold on. Let me look it up. Ooh. Okay. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's a 2004 film. Maybe there's some significance to the year 2004. Um, but, it's like it'd be so well and good, right? If you know that you had either a lot of love for someone, right? And they just could care less, it'd be easy in theory, right? In theory, to just be like, okay, let me just erase them. Let me just erase the memories. Let me erase the holidays, right? So that I can just, live with a lot less pain and turmoil. I get that, okay? Here's the stitch though, you guys. If you're still feeling pain and turmoil, there's still a lesson in there. So interesting. It's kind of going back to that visual that we talked about a few moments ago of the puzzle. It's like, oh, it's just only 14 pieces. It's just only 14 years missing of the, of the timeline of my life, perhaps, right? It's only 14 months. It's only 4 years, right? Um, and the thing is, if you are still unhealed, okay, I need you to know that that's okay, because in your actively healing and intentionally to heal, all right, out of some of those energies that maybe just need to be addressed, okay, that in and of itself is the blessing, and that in and of itself is the healing balm as well, all right. You could be seeing a lot of fours. I'm getting 414, 14, 444. And really, that's just basically a synchronicity. If you resonate with that, your angelic realm speaking to you, to say that there is healing balm. Ask your angels for assistance as well. Okay, you guys, angels do protect us, and they do a lot of badass ish, right? Without us having to be like, so and so by name, please and thank you in 13 hours, blah blah blah. But here's the sitch: what if you also did that? Man, oh day, you might be actually co-creating a very beautiful path up ahead of you, or assisting yourselves out of a very not so clean past. All the more. Just saying. Okay. So even with matters of the heart, it's like, okay, this hurts way too much, right? What are you supposed to do? Just suck it up, walk it off, walk around on a broken heart and try to live out of it and love with it? No. And maybe somebody did try that here. Okay, maybe there is a rift in the connection because someone maybe even just didn't want to heal. All right, some people are stubborn like that. It's like, yeah, I don't care. So you either love me the way I am, broken AF, and mistreat me as ever, or not. I'll say or not, sir, ma'am, bro, sis, Barb, Brenda. Okay, like seriously, or not. And I'm grateful to be able to say that because it took a lot of lessons and a lot of work for someone like me, your girl, all right, to be able to confidently and very matter of factly state what now is the obvious option, okay? The old versions, and there were many of me, wouldn't have worked through that type of puzzle work so darn fast, okay, if we want to talk about puzzles. So, you know what? If you do find yourselves needing a bit of work, right? You don't have to attach shame and stigma where you could just attach confidence that you will overcome it and happily. I'm not here going, I'm just really embarrassed that like I exist to come before you and share that like I used to actually be different, and whenever I was different I used to actually not love myself, and I'm just so embarrassed to be alive to even tell you that. Like, where would I have learned the lesson? Like, when you look back and you're not actually like attaching shame and stigma like the people in your past wanted you to, probably for many of you, right? Or that they just projected onto you because of their own shame for not doing the work. Chosen ones, you know what I'm saying, right? But I digress. Maybe this person is someone of even some spiritual significance to you here, pal number two. Because guess what, with me, we do have the spirit quartz, right? Spirit quartz does assist with communication. It does assist with psychic attunement, development, and all that jazz, right? And maybe this was a very special soulmate. You thought, wow, you just don't get it, do you? It's kind of giving Trinity and Neo's conversation in that last aspect of the Matrix franchise. I'll say it that way. Trinity's all married with kids, and Neo's all like, and Trinity was very much in it to win it with her current state, her current marriage, her current timeline, right? And so this is why sometimes, you guys, we talk about right people, wrong time. Really, I don't know that it's even that black and white of a situation, because from one aspect of self to the next can be multidimensional. And if you're talking from one meat suit or avatar to the next, definitely talking multidimensional. And when you got two multidimensional beings in one aspected form of existence, and by that I mean in the earth realm, right? There's a lot of variables. Okay, so it's best to allow yourselves to work through the emotion that some of this process, whether you subscribe to being on a twin flame journey here or not. And I'm not saying this person that's coming to your mind, pile number two, is coming through to be your twin flame all in all, right? Even if you go out to such great lengths to identify someone, and maybe even matter of factly as your twin flame, it's still not enough to describe that. So take the pressure off, right? Um, so there's that. This person could have a pet or you. This person could be actually like a singer, some sort of vocal recording artist, some sort of someone who just maybe even just is super talented vocally, because I got them singing in the shower and humming everywhere else in between. So maybe this is just some aspect of self-soothing as well, whether they can sing or not, right, kind of thing. This person, or you, I might be describing, could have some sort of form of like anxiety, and or might have some form of neurodivergence, or all of that jazz, right? Could be a ball of wax. But this is maybe how um, this person. And this person could also be in this energy too, because perhaps they're the ones that do need to actually just seriously go on ahead and apologize, right? But to the good stuff, okay? This person, if they have the male avatar, the male meat suit, the male member, okay, I need you to know there's really not much effort that it, like, I mean, I don't want to go as far as saying just the thought of you makes their redwood rise, but uh, the tree is standing quite easily, and you might have just stepped in the room, right? They just saw your foot and ankle slide past the doorway just so, and boop, You know, like it's, you're not even there breathing next to them yet. You know what I'm saying? Let alone speaking sweet nothings into this person's ear. There is some sort of like Achilles heel type of energy connected to this. Like this person is like, yeah, that's hot, that's so great, but it's so damn inconvenient. I get that, sir. That's too darn bad, right? Collective member is pretty badass. Okay, so I get that. There is a lot of spirituality, or maybe not spirituality. Hold on. Spiritual rank connected to this. Okay, it's like two heavy hitters. It's giving power couple or power couple potentiality. And this person, you know, again, your next encounter, you could have tried to get something and keep something off the ground, and the only thing you could do was the redwood. And you know, that ain't enough, sir, ma'am. To be clear, okay? If that were enough, I feel like we wouldn't really need much human interaction or integration, would we? I mean, from one physical meat suit to the next, it wouldn't really be a requirement. You could just have a big old giant toy box and call it a life. Call it love, maybe. But that's not the case either. See where the. And so, you know, maybe there were some uh, skewed perceptions on both parts of the fence here. You know, not calling anyone to be kettle calling the kettle black kind of thing, or whatever the heck that phraseology is, right? But in the sense of, how do you know something is scared about your perception until you know? And sometimes, you guys, in case you didn't notice, you got to have a bit of like a exchange with someone outside of you, with something outside of you, to even understand that much, right? And maybe both of you kind of brought a little disjointedness to the table here and thought, oh, I see yours, and the other one said, well, I see yours. This is given twin flames, right? Yeah, yeah, I get that. So you guys, the bell hasn't rung yet, and just to keep it easier for me, if you could wait until the bell rings, that would be great, so I don't have to scroll up as much. Sometimes, you guys, on the live streams, they don't allow for me to scroll past a certain point, and you're just working harder, and so am I, right? So pound number 2, we're still on, but I really hope you guys are getting something out of the message, and thank you for your patience. All right, much love and light, you guys. So this person could know a lot of like religious material, or have studied a lot of religious material. I'm not getting that they're coming out religious, okay, but we do have like priestess energy coming through the cards. And there's something about them really loving to eat a meal, whatever you got to eat. Okay, they like that. And they like easy access to that. And they like it highlighted. Like, it's like, okay, some other parts could be dressed, but not this area. This area is where the spotlight is. And some other things coming off of their face, okay? Oh, so there's that. And this person likes when you wear dresses, if that's you, whether guy, girl, what have you, because they like the easy access. It's like lift and shift kind of thing. So maybe there is some tawdriness to some of your foreplay, in the sense of open spaces, in the sense of broad daylight, in the sense of taboo, you know, behind trees and rocks and under tables kind of activity. Okay. And again, hence the easy access being the preference. um, this person, pound number 2 for your next encounter, um, they like to keep things spicy, in the sense of, did you ever hear, like, maybe even like on like old TV shows and stuff, like the reference of like, oh, it's date night, it's Tuesday night, you know what that means, right? And then it's always like, well, I'm gonna go in the bedroom, you know, kind of thing. It's all like mapped out. It's like, okay, so I know I got a good 4 minutes before I can get to sleep, kind of thing. And it's giving, ew, why would you even waste the time, the effort, the energy, and the fluid kind of thing? That's not this person. Mm-mm. This person is like, okay, so last Thursday when I tongued you down, collective member, I recall that I went left first. This time when I tongue you down, I'm actually not even going to hit the mouth. I'm going to hit the side of the neck. When I finally get to the mouth, it's going to be right for, like, I mean, they really put, this is somebody something because my nose is humming, bro. Like they really meticulously care for you before you're even touched. They mapped it out. They prepped it. And they really wholeheartedly believe variety is the spice of life. Okay. Now, I'm not getting that this means that they want somebody else to come in or that's a thing, right? But in the sense of like, they don't want to bore you. Okay. Could be some wounding coming off of that. So watch that because you don't want, like me personally, like if I ever found out that like somebody was like really nervous to repeat a cycle that they had with a karmic, perhaps, right? Especially, and this is your person, right? And it just comes out, or you realize like, okay, so there's like a little bit of a wounding behind this. I don't know that I would just allow this person to perform out that same way, in the sense of like thinking that it's okay to fear not pleasing me, or to fear bringing back another cycle from another connection into our own, right? Because that's not okay. Do you know what I mean? So just side cautionary tale on that, I suppose. Because different people are connected to pile number two, and I know the way that, oh my, the candle's not even lit, you guys. It's not even the candle, I promise, at this point. My nose is just doing that thing. But this person, it's like, how like sometimes there's that double standard in like boudoir games, right? It's like, oh, well, if you're the female, perhaps, like, then you should be the one to know how to not only install but work that stripper pole in the corner there. And it's like, this person would be like, yeah, but like, me too, honey, like, me too, right? And not in the sense of like trying to like hide the fact that, all along they just only wanted to be, a stripper, and it really wasn't about your kind of connection. No, fear not. I don't know if there's like a lot of anxiety, and if it's simply and solely on the collective member side, or like just in general the whole earth or something, because for one part of the next, I do feel like some aspects of like fear, and it's like that I need anyone to know, and it's okay if you resonated with it, but like not beyond this point, because you do have the choice now to just make the choice to be like, okay, if and when fear tries it again about these very same things, what we're going to do is shut that ish down, right? I feel like I have to sneeze again, you guys. I am so sorry. Bear with you, girl. It is fun here. So sorry. Thank you guys for being patient with your girl. Anywho, okay. This person will love to use their mouth on you in varying degrees and in various places, okay? So again, the fun part about this person is not the one-sided situation or the double standard. It's like, you do all the work, I'm gonna lay here, right? No, nobody's laying there always and in all ways and doing just that, nothing else. It's giving give and take, ebb and flow. Like reciprocity comes to mind, okay? Definitely heavy oral fixation vibes. Like, it's like, how else can we use the mouth? What can we taste with it while we're doing other things? Okay. I mean, shoot, I don't mind, but just letting you know in case you wondered. All right. Often, many of you have been with this person anyhow, right? So you remember. This person loves to hear you moan. You might actually be loud, or flip the energies. Okay, sometimes it happens to you guys. Maybe it's like not even normally characteristic of the loud moaner to even be the loudest one in any room, right? So this is kind of funny. Love might eat me. And so there is something that you do or can do with this person between your hair and your tongue and fingertips to tease them. okay, to entice them, and even to please them. I mean, just the teasing is pleasing, okay, which, you know, that might be a rare gem to find, because some folks, especially of a certain sex, I won't name which, but you know, they don't necessarily take kindly to being teased, even if it's part of the ambiance, right? The instant gratification is just too much to bear. You know, even the thought of any kind of delay behind. How sad for those people. Just saying, right? But anyways, not this person. Okay, you drive this person wild, okay, or will. The way that you exaggerate your strokes, whether with your fingers on you, whether with your fingers in your hair, in theirs, okay, whether with fingers, all right, just saying. And this person could actually have some guns, okay, and I feel like it's funny because pile number one, there was GAT come out of the names, or not the names, the initials and chart placements deck, right? And now we're talking about guns, because this person could be like the push-up king. Okay, this person could really have some very well developed arms, all right? And that could be a highlight for you during the process, because again, you may be stroking those too, and in a certain exaggerated manner, okay, that really just kind of gets you both going in different ways, okay. This person saying, I love you when you dream with me. Okay, so you know, already came out as heavy potentiality for power couple vibes. You guys could be talking about, yeah, when we make this, and when we, you know, when we make this first million, you know, we're buying land here, and what we're not doing is A, B, C, and D, because, you know, and very well informed. You're not just dreaming here in the sense of, hey, what's the craziest pipe dream you could come up with? No, in the sense of like literally manifesting it, should actually more aptly be stated as that, instead of simply a dream, right? Because from one person's understanding of a dream to the next, the dream is just that. It's not necessarily ever a reality, is it? I'm getting empire building here for power number two. So ultimately, of course, ultimately, reality, all right? Not just a pipe dream. They're saying, I love you when you give me hugs, okay? This could be your shared sentiment, okay? There's a lot with embracing from power number one as well as power number two. And, you know, stroking, we've got with power number two, fingers, hands, arms, okay? Touch, easy access, sliding, strokes, mouth, okay, sensation. You guys, you know, could enjoy adding sensation and textures, right? Feathers, canvas, even, okay, for some more harsher vibes, okay, depending on what kind of friction you need and where and when. And this person, if you are one to finally get that pleasure sensitivity and produce a lot of moisture or sweat or tears, okay, they don't mind. Okay, they wait for that. They like it. And even if it's them, even if it's you allowing for them to do that, they like it. They don't mind. They're not ashamed, right? Y'all can just be nasty as y'all please together, and no judgment. It's really given love and light. Okay, so I love that for you. And I feel like I just want to make sure I didn't. Hold on one second. Yep. Nope. Okay. So pile number two, uh, this person could be known to be a bit wide if you do understand them to have a member. Okay. I'm not saying that this is a bit wide. I'm just saying this was the pile number two indicator, right? You dig? Okay, it's phallic like. All right, so if that makes sense for your person or you, collective member, take what fits. And gosh, don't cram it in anywhere where it's going to hurt. All right, because I'm getting for some, maybe not all, and there's a couple of cards about it, cannot show them though, just saying, that there could be some significance to a wider circumference or girth referable to this person's member, if applicable, pile number two. And that's what I have for you. Okay, I'm going to check the initials and chart placements deck, intending to pull on the part of this person. We got a K. I'm trying to, that wasn't the pile where I said there was a significance to K, was it? I don't think it was. That might have been pile number 1. My apologies. So we got K come out for pile number 2. And you guys, I'm intending that it be for your person, right? Energies could be flip-flopped. I could be saying your person's birth chart placement is blah, blah, blah. And whatever the blah, blah, blah is, you know it's yours. You know what you got going on. All right? So please, don't get it twisted now, right? It's a general collective message. If you want something where you don't have to actually use your intuition as much, no, I'm just joking. Nobody should ever be saying that or suggesting that. Just joking, keeping you on your toes. But you guys, get a personal reading if you don't want everybody else's ish in the pile when you get yours, okay? Just saying, that's how it works. All right. Somebody here could be British. We've got BK come out so far. I'm trying, you guys. This pile is not talking. Interesting. Yeah, it makes sense. This is the pile with the moon energy. This person might be hanging back a little bit if you know, okay, yeah, they're in separation, because they know that they're going to have to come clean with emotions. They're going to have to produce words, and in order to produce words, they have to ferret through thoughts. Like, there's a whole process here. Or I could be describing you. Gosh, I hope not. If that's you, we gotta talk, because I can't have that on my watch. Like, what you talk about that you would be all bunched up and blocked up when you got access to the channel and you got access to your girl's email. Like, calm down with it, okay? So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is the person coming to you. This is this next encounter. Mofo, okay? In the loving sense of the word mofo. I say mofo because you got this moon energy. Why the moon like that? Like, why are you doing the moon energy like that even? Okay? Referable to emotions. And as I say that, I'm looking at FU. Well, see? Mofo it is. No, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. All right, I'm done. Okay, so we've got J at the bottom of the deck. We already talked about that FU. It went from me to you. I don't know who's talking to who. All right, we've got A and B, whether first, middle, or last initial, you guys. And again, K, right? As well as D. Maybe some of these names like KD, right? Katie, KD. All right. Oh, here's the last, but certainly not least of the characters, H, okay? And for chart placements, we have Libra, Scorpio, Aries, and Cancer, all right? To be canceled. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, honey bun. I'm glad I can say the same. I'm enjoying myself too. That's all. It just really is what you make of it, you guys. I like to have a lot of fun. Don't mind me none. But thanks for enjoying the vibe. Appreciate it. The way I'm like low-key concerned for myself, because for like 2 seconds I forgot I even mentioned the woman with the beard. I'm like, oh, I almost tried to laugh all over again. Like, okay, like I didn't know. That's so funny. It's weird to channel sometimes, you guys. Don't mind me. But that's what we have for pile number 2. And yeah, pile number 3, we gotta talk. Evil Eye was involved in Ish, okay? I don't love that for you. However, I'm not concerned. Oh no, not one bit. Okay, now let me just go on ahead and do a last cursory sweep before I get on into pile number 3. It feels like I want to go if I'm feeling the vibe right with the channeling, you guys. And bear with me, because you know what, you guys, I just want to be clear. I don't always see the chat box on here. When I'm on my cellular device, it's usually just, it looks like me having a puppet show with myself, okay, on my end of things. So to be clear, I'm not ignoring anyone. It's just I'm not always catching, like, I'm trying to do the channeling and read the cards, right? And I'm trying to listen, but I'm also sometimes trying to slow-ish down, trying to ground. So please, I don't want anyone to ever feel like I'm regarding some and not all of you. Do you know what I mean? It's just that your girl be doing too much. Okay, so please, if you say something to me, I'm going to do my best to ferret through the comments even after the live stream is published. But I just want to be clear, I'm not ever intentionally like ignoring anyone in this box. But to be clear, you guys, just be mindful. I'm not seeing everything, and I'm not catching it all. Okay. But it would be my intention to. Okay. And I am trying. All right. So I don't know. I see you guys saying some things. And they're so sweet and kind. And you guys know, I love and light you. Right. So of course I have a heart to like address it in real time. I can't always, you guys. And I just want to start addressing that a little bit more because I feel like we are growing here, and I don't want the like, I love that we can come on and like literally be like super connected and like in real time. We're laughing, we're loving, and we're lighting. And as we grow, I just don't want that kind of environment to feel like that was stifled out because there are others saying things and certain people get that real timey direct connect. It's because of how I catch it, if I catch it, and when I catch it, not because I'm going, it's so and not so and so, right? Like, I don't play any favorites. I love and light each and every one of you, whether you're one of my A1 day ones or we met tomorrow. Okay. Like, I'm so serious. I need you guys to know that. And thanks for being with me and hanging out and enjoying the vibe, you guys. It doesn't really work so well without you guys, so I do like to highlight you as well, because I'm here for you, not me. Okay, so to be clear, thank you so much for those that are coming on and like interacting with me as well as others. I love you guys. Come on, love and light each other. As we should, right? We're all deserving, okay, and we're all doing the work. We're all spiritual baddies, right? So there's no problems here, and I just want to make sure that that's actually highlighted so no one feels like, well, she said something to so and so, right? Like, please, ain't nobody favorites. We're all favorites here, okay? We're God's favorite, as some might say here, okay? Whether you subscribe to that or not, we are divinity, and there's no contest, okay? If I'm gonna out myself in being any kind of contest, here's the sitch. All right, I'll talk about it. My contest is never going to be between me and anyone else. It's going to always be between me and previous versions of myself. I like to look and check, am I still that person? Yes or no, and why, right? Because depending on what version of the person that I used to be, it depends on the level of toxicity, perhaps. Okay, so I'll out myself there and say that's the competition I'm in. It would never be between me and anyone or anything outside of myself. Okay. And I hope you guys share in that sentiment because, as you should, especially in this new earth energy, in this new dispensation of grace filled, you guys. I don't know if you've been listening in the spiritual streets or not, but everyone's noticing and talking about an influx of light infiltration, light filtration, okay, in this new current scene here, all right, in this new earth energy, you might say. And get ready because along with a lot more aspects of enlightenment and clarity, uh, also will be coming pleasure and brighter days and more reasons to smile and be grateful. Okay. So I don't know if somebody needed to hear that. I didn't expect to talk about it, but I felt really compelled to in those few moments. So please look up more if you gotta. Look for sources of light and love and be them as well. I mean, it's easy and well and good to be them. However, how bleak of a situation would you ultimately be participating in if you weren't also receiving of the same light, love, energy that you freely give? Okay, eventually you're gonna feel a little like asked out. Perhaps it's like, oh, I've given all of my whatever away, and no one ever gave back to me. Well, you've got to give to you first. Okay, so if you feel a little low in some sort of department, if you feel like you're not really tapped in, if you feel like spiritual guidance team kind of went on vacation, all right, I need you to know you've got to take a look at what you're doing and what you're entertaining, whether it's thoughts, words, people, places, substances, okay? And put your best foot forward so that it's easier to do that. Okay, you're here anyways. Makes sense. Okay, so pile number three, I feel like we're gonna get into now. Okay, they lost Annabelle in Texas. No, I didn't hear that. Oh, they got it back. Oh, I didn't even hear they lost it. You can ask a sexy question, Eat Me. You know you're good at those. Also, forgive me. I was in my I don't know what happened, Eat Me. Like I went to the YouTube studio thing, and because I saw that you commented, I didn't get any tags though, where it was like at Love and Light. So I hope that was clear in my comment, but also I didn't realize that I was commenting somehow through my CYNETHA Jade Design Studios page. So hopefully it didn't confuse you, and hopefully you knew it was me. But just to be clear, that was me, and I did subscribe. So thank you so much for sharing. I had an issue with some of the videos like playing in a consistent manner, so I'm gonna have to go back and see if maybe it wasn't on my end, because sometimes the Wi-Fi can be a little wonky. So I wasn't sure if it was that, but thank you so much for sharing. I did not get any notification about a tag. It was only coming through as like a normal course, like oh, thank you to be canceled for. But yeah, eat me. I don't know if it registered as a tag or not, because the only thing that I saw in the account was just like the comment, and it was coming up like that you commented. So I did my best to reply to that, but just to let you know, sorry if there was something else out there that you wanted me to see. I even went on your page and just scrolled through. I didn't see any like indicators that I was being tagged. I'm not exactly sure how that would work anyways with the infrastructure on YouTube. I'm just not familiar. But thank you so much for sharing. I do appreciate you guys when you do come on and share, and when you do you know, connect with me. And you guys, if you're on Facebook and you've yet to do so, please, the link is right there in the description box beneath or below this video. Try to make it easy to direct connect, and even over there you guys can share. I know we have a lot of laughs over there sometimes with some of those funny memes, and just sharing stories and occurrences that go on in our days and nights. So connect with your girl there, as well as the other collective members. We're all able to share over there, and it's pretty enlightening, if I do say so myself, and pretty fun. Okay, so pile number 3, I could be talking to you about you or this person. Again, next encounter, all right, encounter of the sexual kind. And we're going to get into the details about their O game as well, okay? Now, this person could have, or this is you, a scar of sorts. Interestingly enough, I'm like, where is the scar on this guy, though? Like, what is the, like, I really don't, is it just me? Wait, hold on. I'm like, they could have put Seal's picture on there. I could have found the scar. I don't know where the scar is exactly. I'm not sure. Because I'm like, I don't think we're calling melanin the scar now. But I don't know, you guys. Maybe it's on his chest. No, it's outside of the frame, sir. No, let me stop. But we have medium hair. We got facial hair. So whether, again, whether guy, girl, what have you, we all got our struggles in life, perhaps. When it comes to facial hair, I can't be the only one, right, you guys? I swear, I'll be like, man, listen, is this karma? Like, I just have questions sometimes. Like, I turn around, like, was that not just there? What is that? And how can we prevent it from coming back? I don't know. I can't be the only one, you guys. All right, so this person could be the same height, okay? Somebody here could be plus size, have a square face. For those wondering what a square face is, interestingly enough, it's not giving spookily the square pumpkin, but this is what we got on that card. We've got white American. All right, I didn't make the card. I don't know how they let this slide. I feel like it's like, wait, are we giving op vibes? Like, is there some sort of situation? We've got European and muscular. Okay, yes, and please and thank you. Okay, somebody here could be a witch, whether tall or not. All right. Somebody here could like beach vibes as well. I don't even know what that is, getting beach for me, but as I look at it, it's not really. Ooh, somebody could be a Kid Cudi fan or look like Kid Cudi. Somebody here could have markings, whether they create them. This is also kind of giving like somebody might also do like what we not sexual, God help me. Special effects makeup. Is there a category for like sexual effects makeup? Because that's kind of crazy, but actually it kind of gives me like Studio 54 vibes at that end scene with Mark Wahlberg and his, or even Saltburn comes to mind at the end scenes. And somebody could be a practitioner, whether you or this person, all right? Doesn't have to be the case, you guys. Somebody here connected to this situationship and or relationship, okay, could collect things, right? Like, you know, practitioner vibes. I'm thinking decks, right? With an E, just to be clear. But they could have a personal pride for whatever they got, you know, whatever they collect, or you just know them to collect. Like, it's like, okay, so see you like troll dolls. See you got 59 of them. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. See you read the tarot. See you got 500 tarot decks. Yeah. Like, you know, it's like that person. Um, and somebody here, at least a third of their body's covered in tats. I don't mind. Okay, I don't know. And their first name could begin with a vowel. Now that's kind of weird. Now let me stop. But could have a severe allergy. Is this my pile? Like my nose? The amount of tissues I blew through tonight alone. My goodness. And we're supposed to be sexy time. I'm so sorry, you guys. This person, okay, I'm getting that you know. Just gonna let the cat out of the bag, right? I'm getting that you definitely, it's kind of giving like pile number 2, so maybe you resonate with both of these piles. Not that you can necessarily know yet, just a heads up, okay? And this card says this person will come into your life when you least expect it. But again, even when reading the card and the energy that came off of it, like earlier, whenever I was doing my thing before I got on the camera, I just got that this person will like come back around when you least expect it here, pile number 3. And somebody here, whether this is you or this person, it ain't gonna be where the paths even can cross unless and until someone, one or more of you here, make a decision, a final decision. All right. And I need you to know, if you are the person that is going back and forth with any kind of ex or exes, okay, knowing that like this connection, you know, with this person or vice versa, cross watcher with collective member, you're entertaining a karmic, you're wasting your time and energy, you're playing dummy games, right? Long story short, and the whole time this person that you're playing games with is attacking not only you, but you know, the connection with collective member or cross watcher or vice versa, flip around, however it makes sense. I'd again love to believe, okay, and stand on that my collective don't play dummy games. So it's really kind of given crosswatcher, right? I don't know how else to make sense of it. Just so serious. Somebody here could have blue eyes. Somebody here could own their own home, okay? And could have grown up in a better than average household. What's that like? I'd love to know. Did you write books about it? um, Somebody could have an unusual hair feature, right? So you could have hair like, or this person could have hair like your girl, stands up, talks to people, gives TED Talks on Wednesdays when you don't even know that you're awake half the time. It's so fun to have hair with unusual features. If I do say so myself. Fun's one way to put it. And one or more connected to this pile number 3 could have lived outside of the US or outside of another country than you may currently reside in, right? If you're already outside of the US, right? Maybe somebody's from the US. Take what resonates here, okay? So let's talk about it. Evil Eye came out, okay? And this is giving current energies, right? This is giving the gateway to the dummy prizes, all right, is Scorn Lover. Okay, so if this is you, collective member, and you know you're going back and forth with this ex, it's toxic, abort mission. One moment. It's like they don't want this to come out. Oh, okay. I'm here, I promise. Okay. We're going to get Lotus Flower Enlightenment also came out for current energies. And hear me out, as well as Palm Destiny. Okay, whether somebody's a practitioner to the point where, you know, you're reading palms or not, this is giving faded connection. All right. And there here is also love. All right. It's not giving lust. Okay. However, somebody, you know, kind of connecting to that final decision, final destination type of energy, right? No pun intended, referable to the movie. Okay. But maybe, okay, could be a synchronicity. Surrender. All right. Water definitely equals emotions in tarot land, as I lovingly term it. Okay. A lot of emotions because, again, connecting back to evil eye as well. Who's doing it? The scorned lover. All right. You better be informed, but also act like you know. Okay. Could be some significance to Mars and or Venus retrogrades. Okay. Which I feel like we just crawled through a level, measure, and a leg of those in different legs. Okay. And in different previous months. Yes. But still, we just, I mean, what is time, anyways, right? It's still giving, we just crawled out of it, right? And these energies have been used or intended to be used to be basically tools to manipulate you and this person connecting here, pile number 3, so that you guys couldn't ever essentially get the relationship off the ground, and definitely not keep it off the ground. Okay, because scorned lover, selfish, evil, karmic. Okay, bippity boppity comes to mind as well. And this person could be an earth sign. All right, not your person, the scorned lover. Okay, or you could have, since I'm saying not your person, this person, if you know them to be an earth sign, this is confirmation that they're the one that's connecting and not closing the cycle to that scorned lover, causing perhaps even you, collective member, all right, to fight through the potentiality being projected onto you to act out of character, to become irrational, to become moody, mood swings, even without any type of outside catalyst. You're just inside going, you know, and it's given, you know, to at least, if nothing else, kind of drain your energy. Maybe you don't even have it for this person or anyone, right? And this is not a doom and gloom message, okay? This is a message just simply to inform you. All right. If this is resonating, you know, recharge your energy, distance yourself, of course, because how are you going to pay for somebody else's karma, right? That's like part of the reason why I'm so like prudish, because I'm like, I'll be damned if I'm going to just be unalived ultimately on the strength of someone else's good time that I wasn't even part and parcel of. Are you kidding me? And my whole life should pay for that? Like, just saying, right? I'm not that one, right? So be mindful. Even, you know, we talk about sex a lot, right? I feel like we don't talk about karma enough, referable to those same type of life changing and maybe even alteration type of um energies or occurrences, referable to karma. If you are around people and they are of a certain vibration, right? And so let's say this particular vibration for these people, they love dummy games and they don't even realize it's the prize. They don't realize the prizes are dummy prizes, right? They're all like just thrilled at the fact of the exchange, right? Chances are, if you are initially of a higher mind, a higher intellect, perhaps, or just a stronger spiritual acumen, right, or enlightenment, if you kind of focus down in that lower vibrational frequency where these people are long enough, because you tell yourself, well, I love them and they love me, and or they're my friends, or they're my soulmate, because they might be all of those things. And so what of it? Well, so what of it would be, you would be essentially dimming your light, you would be essentially dumbing yourselves down, and you would no longer shine the way that you were already shining, okay, the way that they could already see you shine, all right, even if you couldn't, and a lot of us in moon cycles past couldn't. So that also led rise to them who could see, really making sure that, you know, we would remain dimmed and dumbed down about our worth and about our shine and our quality, and even how, on top of knowing your worth, you can still, because you're deserving, add tax, right? None of that was coming out of their faces or, you know, being put into anybody's suggestion box. Makes sense, okay? So this score and lover, you know, they want your person. This person could literally be your person. You could literally not be with them, literally not speaking to them, they literally not speaking to you right now, but we're still pulling for your next sexual encounter. Okay. And you're being guided again. Pamper yourself. Do what makes you happy. This is not, I'm hearing banks, a waiting game. This is not a waiting room situation. This is this message is being offered to you as a form of clarity. So that, and many of you, I just feel like you're going, yep, I know, right? Confirmation can be used as an assistive tool. This again is not a doom and gloom message, okay? Because the book doesn't stop there. We're not done. We don't get to talk about evil eye and then just put a period next to it, like, well, and that's your life, and that's the relationship. No, okay? But this is exactly what this scorn lover has been intending to do, whether through divinatory tools, and you know, I almost said black magic. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even, that's not even a card here. This person could definitely be into the dark arts though. And by this person, the scorn lover, okay, maybe even an ex of your person, who could be an earth sign, or your person could be an earth sign. You know, they don't want you guys to be in one accord. They damn sure don't want you guys doing the bumpity, right? And so again, they're doing bippity boppity about it. And even then, this too shall pass, because there's love here. Love trumps any of the less than desirable energy and intentions that anyone outside of you, and of course this connection, could even drum up. Just so serious. Now, you could be a female here, collective member, and you could, you know, trying to keep up with the trend, and also maybe a little bit lacking of self-awareness, have a tendency to really kind of show your undergarments, and often not intentionally. This person loves when they get that peak, okay? And so if you know that's you, and you've already been with this person a few times, or just even once, right? And that's happened, and they, you know, have remarked about it, you know, hey, knowledge is power. So now that you know they like that, right, you might want to incorporate that into your song and dance, as it were, whether you get a poll or not for this person, and theirs or not, okay? Somebody here could be an artist, and or when someone thinks about your body, your skin, your hair, the way the light glints on all of that, they do view it as picturesque. So maybe they don't have the abilities to like paint it out on canvas, like Titanic comes to mind, when Rose was being, you know, like, um, you know, they were having like the exchanges. I'll cover her up so you can. Oh my god, it's like the Titanic. I picked the water card to do it. Oh my god. What are the chances of that? Like, what? That is hilarious. Hold on. I said, you know, like the Titanic, and then proceed to drown the lady. Like, hold on. Yikes. Well, I didn't mean to go that hard, ladies and gentlemen, but you get the sentiment here. So, again, something with like that tight, high booty, right? Not low hanging, swinging fruit, here on the backside of anyone, whether guy, girl, what have you. And if you resonate with having that feature, they definitely love that. I do see that this person, when they look at you, sometimes they are seeing evidence of, again, anxiety, maybe even not viewing, you know, when it comes to your body, I'm getting, and this is not me trying to be offensive or word cursy, right? I'm just getting that this person seems to admire your body more than you do. And it's like, you should work on that though, because it's not like you not working on that keeps things hot. And you should work on that because you deserve to actually like honor all aspects of yourself, right? And honor the fact that perfection in this realm, the earth realm, doesn't literally exist in many forms, if at all. Okay. And so, if you do have any kind of imperfection about you, right, to the point where like you're like, okay, I could name three things off the cuff. This person's like, so what of it if they could even name all three of them? Just so serious, okay? So it's like, take the pressure off. Just be who you are anyway. I mean, you're that. So, and unapologetically, work on the unapologetically part. I think is because I'm just getting. I can't really show her. I can't really show her, but it's like if you are of a mindset where like you're trying to be like more pizzazzed with this person, or more sexy, or more like grandstanding, or more like what do they call it, Victoria's Secret angel, right, a model, someone who commands a room. Okay, what you want to do is start with your confidence, not even your body. Okay, your confidence about the way that you exist and the way that you present in your current existence, and knowing that if you don't like it that much, okay, that version of the way that you present too can change. All right, and honor the process. Okay, but don't honor the process by crapping on yourself, because here's the sitch: you are literally divinity in a vessel, right? So crap on that enough, right? It's not going to bode you well. Okay, you don't want to actually like shoot yourself in the foot here. Okay, and also, even aside from not wanting to like really like be word cursing towards divinity, obviously, even aside from that, though, take that off the table. All right. You deserve to feel all the more better in that same skin you got. Okay. And you need to know, you guys, you could have 50 people filling a room, right? All waiting one by one by one by one to say you're beautiful and these are the ways why. And they could actually even like imagine this. They could actually even mean everything that they say about you and to you about you, your body, the way it does or does not present. And here's the sitch: you can only get but so much dopamine off of that, okay? Especially if you don't even understand on a personal note how their words resonate with truth. Could you imagine that? Well, I can, because I used to be that person. All right. I used to be that teenager. I used to be that adolescent. I used to be that child. All right. So it's very important that you get this, because here's the sitch: even if you had access to a room of 50 or more individuals, or 50 or more comments, right? 50 or more subscribers, different strokes for different folks here in the collective, right? We're doing big things, okay? So, somebody's resonating with some and not all. I get that, okay? But here's the sitch: you don't ever want to find yourself in the energy of expecting, or dare I even say needing, I have to put the air quotes there because you don't need validation outside of yourselves. Okay, now it is well and good and very nice. Oh, of course, to have confirmation of what you already know to be true about yourselves, the way you present, your body, your existence. Okay, that's great. But validation, very toxic if you're expecting that outside. And people, outside of you, sometimes, okay, meaning well and good, can even intend an intention and ultimately attempt to act out to give you validation. And even then, you shouldn't take it. All right. Even if you take it, you shouldn't ever be of a mindset that you needed it, because you got you for that. You got divine forces for that. It's very important to get that, okay? Because you don't want to be that person filled with a lot of people loving you, intending to give you their very authentic truth about the way that they appreciate you, the way that you inspire them, sexually or not, okay? And you just can't get it. All right, that would be the red flag zone, okay? Not even like the fun red room zone, the red flag zone, okay? And that's starting with you. You'd have to fix that. You know what I mean? So just friendly reminder, okay? You do want to work on building up your confidence, and it can't come from anyone outside of you, firstly, Of course, if you've got a loving partner, they're going to share sentiments, and of course, they should be authentic sentiments about the way that they feel and the way that they, admire you and your presentation, your existence, which is very much a gift in their life, right? But for you to need that, firstly, very toxic. Okay, so be mindful. Don't be that one, right? Now, there is some significance, even with pile number two, to um I don't know if this is because someone here is kind of prudish, like you're not really actually going to just like hop directly onto the stripper pole and swing around initially, or even if you would, you'd have to work up to that. Okay, so this person, maybe you have in some way, shape, or form taught this person that you prefer to start through clothing when you're touching on things and making things shift and feel and stroke. Okay, there's a lot of panty play, pantalones play, right? Coming through the cards. There is some significance here to both water and fire. All right, so this could be connecting to elements, yes, and or chart placements. So we've had basically earth chart placements, water chart placements, and fire chart placements come out, from what I can see in the decks here for pile number three. A lot of I don't know if you guys just aren't ever really alone much, or maybe there's like, I don't know. I don't want to say what I was gonna say because that sounds really not okay. But maybe it's like you've got to just kind of get to it like faster in some of your sessions because of lack of time in the schedule, because of windows of opportunity only being what they are for now, or this is part and parcel of your history together sexually. Because again, pile number three, I'm giving this person, okay? Or I mean, I'm getting you know this person, but there is some significance to like gripping the whether it's tidy whities, Victoria's Secret was mentioned as well, okay, and just really just kind of getting in there fast and dirty, like quick and dirty, just get in there, rummaging around real quick, and not necessarily it's giving hand to um whatever you got in between those thighs, right? Real quick and dirty, like, all right. This person could like to watch you, or you like to watch them quick and dirty themselves, all right. But again, even then, it's like clothing is around. Something about quick release, and I don't want to say easy access. It's almost like aggressive access, because easy access means there's not really a lot of fabric there. I'm getting a lot of passionate grips and sliding things over to the side, quick, quick, quick. Um, so maybe this is schedule based. I hope this is not because they think that you just want only a few seconds of pleasure. I mean, my goodness, 'cause that's, I think we have to have a talk about. Which would you say? 14 seconds? What? 14 strokes? What are you talking about? It's alive here, right? Somebody could be like a physician's assistant, or a tech of sorts, or in the nursing field, or a doctor, um, or like somebody could work like at a clinic, or somebody could work at like a lab where you've got to have a white coat. Okay, some significance to a white coat even. And pile number three, this person. Okay, I'm getting this could be this person viewing you, collective member, this way, but I also get kind of like a 50-50 split where you prefer this person to present in this way. So like during sexy time, and like during like grandstanding or like peacocking moments, right? Maybe even like the pre-foreplay. Um, there's some significance to being dressed on top, but definitely not on the bottom, but still having boots or booties on, or shoes, or a bit of lace about the footing, okay? But as far as like ankle to waist, not a damn thing, okay? And they like that. They want to talk to you like that, and they want to see you talk back to them like that, and yeah. So some significance to tight high booty, and legs for days, whether you are plus size or thin, okay? Everybody can got legs, okay? Just saying, right? If I do say so myself. Don't mind me. I might have got triggered for 2 seconds. Like, no, me too. But yeah, so speaking of plus size, this person could prefer some extra cushion for the pushing. As the card states, they made cards about it, you guys. Like, okay. Easy entry is coming out, okay? So I don't know. I think maybe, you guys, the more fabric you have around, it's coming out to be more aggressive and quicker because it's like it's taking a longer time to get to that access. So I don't know if you guys just maybe just already made too many kids or already had too many babies or something, or you work too much, or you work opposing shifts or hours, right? Okay, mouth play, finger play. That's a yes for this connection. Oh, wait, what did it say? Wait, hold on, wait, what? Okay, it says, okay, so oral, definitely, um, always on the menu, right? Like not, some people, they use oral for a treat, like, oh, it's your birthday, I guess I'll just, right? No, no, like this would be an all the time thing, but quite kinky and quite, innovative. So for instance, tracing, with, we talked about fingers, but there's other things in the oral orifice, right? Um, we kind of talked about it with that Ludacris song, back in whatever the heck pile that was. So licking, sucking, tracing with tips of whether fingers or tongues, okay, comes to mind, long story short, okay? So that might be somebody's specialty, is that O, okay, to give you the big O, all right? With the oral fixation, just saying, okay? Now, again, history with this person, definitely hot and cold, definitely a history. So you could know this person a long time. You could have tried a lot of times with this person too. Okay, I get that. All right. And what I mean is like, it's like, God, we were good for 2 months. Then for the next 19, not so good, right? After that 19 month stint, we had a good run for like 8 months, right? Like it's like, it could be, it's like, you feel like you've known this person forever and you feel like you've tried, okay? And for whatever reason, but again, evil eye scorned X, and somebody here needing to make a final decision, okay, to stop going tit for tat with the X and the karmic, okay? Love is a journey coming out here, okay? So this is, whether you subscribe to a twin flame journey or not, this is somebody who, again, okay? You know them. Maybe at certain parts of the path or the journey, you wish you didn't. I get that too, okay? But this person is saying, you make me complete, okay? There's no one else that's going to actually really kind of make them feel like, yeah, going back to the Titanic reference, I'm the king of the world, or whatever the line was that Leonardo DiCaprio eked out there. This person saying, I love you when you understand. So again, you've tried, you've probably been level-headed and the one that was more open emotionally and maybe even spiritually. Okay, get that. This person saying, I love you when you smile. Okay, so this person, I feel guided to get a message from them. I didn't plan on it. I did due diligence just by hitting up the Evil Eye deck, you guys. But it's coming through. I should get, it's feeling open-ended as well. Let me just meditate on which one, where it is even. Help! Somebody could have had body work done. There could even be like an aspect. Oh, perfect. I'm staring at the deck the whole time. Yikes. There could be, somebody here could have had even like a glow up. It looks like you got body work done, perhaps, because you were just kicking your own arse at the gym, right? And slay, and as you should, okay, unapologetically, if I do say so myself, okay? All right, let's see here. Ooh, Yeah, need time to heal. Right now I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. Okay, so please, again, I already said this, but it bears repeating. You're not to be in any kind of freaking waiting room, proverbial or literal, over this connection. Okay, general collective. So some of you, you know, it's like this person's hitting you up tomorrow. I get that, but not everyone here, right? And this person, they do want to come in and they do want to spoil you. I mean, they're giving like remorseful energy, but also like informed energy of like very matter of fact. Like, okay, like even if that grass appears greener, I already know it's not the right grass for me, right? Maybe grass is coming through. Maybe somebody smokes weed. Actually, was this the pile? This is the pile. Somebody smokes. Whether at midnight, whether they were a joker or not, they're a toker. All right. It's so funny because I said that and I knew that that card had come out, but you guys, when I went through this card, when I went through this pile, that was the only card that didn't come out. So maybe somebody is like a closeted smoker, or like, you know, they're discreet. Like, it's like, yeah, but like I don't have to tell everybody and their mama, like, you know, makes sense. Getting mature, right? This person wants to know, would you pack a bag and meet them in Hawaii? They want to get away from the world, but not you, okay? Irregardless of however many times this person may have ran away from you, it's not really on the agenda. It's not really even giving like an energetic or logical option, okay? Unless and until you say that's the only option you got is to poof, be gone, right? I mean, of course, your own free will is still very much at play for this. But, you know, this is something that you want back around, okay? They're coming back around, and I can't really get around this heart, you guys. It's literally love, okay? This person could even be an air sign. I feel like that came out already, you guys. So I'm gonna ring the bell. This is the final time, and I think I just have to do the chart placements in first, middle, last, initial. This could be on the part of you, collective member, on the part of this person. It's just like, it still feels like something's missing. I don't know. I could be connecting into this person's energy. It's like collective member is still missing, but they need time to heal. So it's like this whole, like, I'm hearing that song, say something, I'm giving up on you. It's almost like this person might be fearing it's too late, you know what I mean? Of emotions. And I don't know that they've been expressed. But I'm also getting to say, even if they haven't been expressed and you resonate with this, with your intuitive arse, you could feel them as well. Ooh, it's giving twin flame vibes, right? Just saying, not to project that out there or onto anybody. But it could be. We've got Virgo at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio. Aquarius. And Sagittarius for the chart placements, okay? Whether on the part of you or this person. Somebody could be military police. There could be some significance to the nighttime. Maybe somebody works the night shift. But we've got M and P coming out. We've got H, okay? We've got K. We've got D. And last but certainly never least, we've got C. All right? So that's what I have for you guys. Final round, okay, for that bell to ring. Love and light, you guys. Okay. Oh, thank you. To be canceled. Thank you, babe. So let me see. I'm gonna try my best. Love and light, Freaky J. I'm gonna try my best to scroll up here so that. Okay, let's see. Okay, we've got Danny, well, RC, and third party married. Okay. Ooh. Well, the decision is yes, because King of Cups. There's actually love there. Okay. With that intuitive nature of the King of Cups, there could even be guidance there to do so. All right, so congratulations, I suppose. You know, love shouldn't automatically be equated with bad feelings, but I do get that sometimes it is, you guys. It's like you love someone so much and they just can't ever love you back. You know, bad feelings, right? Is love bad? No. Others, it's like, wow, that's so great. They chose to love somebody else and not me. You know, is love bad? Not necessarily. Can it feel bad? Yeah, right. So there's that. I'm not mindful of that, but that's what I got. The King of Cups and the Two of Swords indicating maybe, but really talking about a decision. Was at the bottom of the deck there, Danny. Okay. Let's see here. Who else do we got? Love and Light Teresa Horton. So Danny, we did just do you. And let's see. Eat me. Will I meet my next partner through spins? Oh. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, yeah, eat me. Literally you spin in the sign. No, that's it. Eat me, you should make a tarot and it's like instead of wands, it's like signs to spin. That'd be cool. All right. So we did Danny, we got Eat Me. Okay, let's see about Jimmy. Let me see about the Fallon. Fiona. Of course, Fiona makes me talk about Jimmy Fallon tonight. Like, have I not talked about him enough? I'm sounding like I was on the show or something. Let me stop. Okay, let me see. All right. Ooh. Okay, so here's what. Hear me out, Fiona. It's not really giving like a yes or no, but just hear me out, okay? we got 3 no's and a yes, in case you wondered, right? The bottom of the deck is the Hangman. The Hermit came out, and the 5 of Wands, which is like no bueno, right? Came out, but it came out with the 6 of Pentacles, which is like soulmate. Okay, so there could be, you know, some sort of starseed system, perhaps, or some other dimension or reality, perhaps, that connects you beyond, you know, the tube, as it were, the television, the media. I'm just getting that if you were to meet him, it could be in some sort of crazy, chaotic scene or energy, right? Because you know how, like, even with an auditorium filled with seats and people seated in them, still can sound and feel like chaos, right? Even though it's orderly, everybody's in their seat, right? So that's what I'm kind of getting off of the 5 of Wands there, and I'm getting what breaks through that type of iffy energy is perhaps this soulmate or this energetic or spiritual pull, and that maybe stand out amongst the crowd. Okay, so overall that is good if you're asking me. All right, I don't know whatever else to make of that, Fiona, but those were the cards. And of course that makes sense, right? Fallon looks across the crowd, perhaps, right? And there you are, Fiona, tripping over something. And no, let me stop. Spotlight goes to you. It'd be like the store that day where the guy had to go let you know that, you know, that he saw everything. I'm sure Fallon would kind of do the same. Hopefully you're not tripping though, Fiona. Hopefully you just look gorgeous as ever, as usual, right? And Fallon would notice. All right, you don't have to trip. No worries. Said you would trip. Like, oh no, Fiona missed a step. Right as Fallon looked over. Like, oh no, your hair clip fell out. Like, oh no, a button popped off and hit him in the face. That makes some great live TV late night episode, Fiona. Gosh. But we'll be kind. We're gonna get off of this so we don't actually manifest that type of scene. You deserve so much better, Fiona, right? Oh my goodness. Signs for Wands, yes. Starbucks Frappuccino and our cups. or iced water and or bottled water for cups. Money for pentacles. Do it! Eat me? That'd be so great. You guys send me a deck. I'll be all like, and here's the stable filled with men and chaps card. For our sexy time tarot session. Oh no, it's a need now. Eat me. Get on this. They can drink frappuccinos if they gotta eat me, but make sure you get that stable scene in there for the 10 of something. Okay, well, let me collect myself. All right, let's see. Teresa Horton, I need you to follow the live stream rules, and I promise I'm not picking on you, babe, but we're going to be having so many more people on here that even if I don't ask you each time to follow the rules, what's going to happen is eventually, and I don't want this, I'm going to stop asking because I'm not even going to see it in the queue because of the way that you're not putting it according to the live stream rules. And so it's me protecting you, honey. I need you to follow the live stream rules because, you know, I can't say, oh, everybody but Teresa gotta follow the live stream rules, right? So hopefully I make that clear enough. Please just check the description box, all right, and refresh yourself with the rules. I know you can get this, Teresa. I believe in you. You've done it many times before. And so I just ask that you just again do it if you're going to ask for a free tarot reading. Okay. Thank you so much, babe. And so I'm going to wait for you to do that. To be fair, right? And I'm going to go to the next person in the queue, but I'll circle back, of course, once you plug in your question in proper course according to the live stream rules. Love and light, Zach. I didn't see you sneak in there. Okay, let's see here what your answer is to your question there, babe. Thank you for following the live stream rules. Oh, we've got a very King of Wands. Yes. Okay. A lot of passion, a lot of fire connected to that, which is good because you know how it's like sometimes you have to maybe like produce a lot of effort to get a certain result. Okay. And it's like, you know how to do it, but there's no like pizzazz about it. There's no like passion. So it's kind of like more times than not easier to seem like it's grueling, you know. This isn't giving that. Okay, King of Wands is really talking about, you know, being able to keep an even keeled perception, okay, in spite of whatever work may be connected to this new path that's most assuredly around the corner for you, even if simply and solely energetically, or even if simply and solely connecting back to your own perception, right? It's like how we talk about like, you know, maybe you can't change things or environments, so to speak, or so easily or so with the snap of a fingers type of effect, right? But you can definitely change your reaction to it, your availability to that same type of environment or aspects of toxicity or things that feel grueling, right? I'm just getting, you know, with this being a major arcana, there is some divine forces definitely assisting you to get to your yes. And as I say that, look at this justice for you, Zach. Okay, pretty positive stuff. Okay, golden. Eat me's over there mapping out the new deck. That's so great. Eat me, keep going, you know. You don't need an artist, you just need to get inventive. Like, can you take photos? Right? If you have anything like connecting to Adobe, right? You can mix and mash. You can do collages, okay? You can even do collages out of magazines and take photos of them. So then, you know, like, don't restrict yourself. Just keep those juices flowing there. Yes, Zach, justice. Anytime you want to wonder, because I don't want to project worry onto you, right, Zach? But anytime you want to wonder about that, just say it even under your breath. Justice, justice for me, justice for me, justice for me. Right? Can't hurt. It will help. Okay? Just so serious. Because you guys, I get it. sometimes, you know, you get your confirmations even. We were talking about validation versus confirmation. You can get confirmation all you want too, but it's not really a surefire resolution to fighting off the worry, is it? Right? You can get confirmation, and sometimes even your spiritual guidance team will allow for you to be tested right after that confirmation. You believe it now. It's been 3 minutes and 12 seconds. You believe it now. Oh, so when you get to bed tonight, you're gonna believe it now. You're just gonna, you know, slide off into slumberland like you don't have a worry in the world. And you get to say yes for those, anyone wondering. Yes, I do get to just, like, yes, I have justice for me. Like, yes, I am here with purpose and power, and I am. Right? When you start really kind of actioning out your life, even in the mental processes arena, it just gets better. Decisions become less grueling because you're confident when making them. Okay? It's very important to live in your power. Thank you so much, Teresa. Love and light to you and your daughter. Let's see here. Okay, she's 27. Okay. Oh, too many. Oh. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm looking. Oh my gosh. It gets. Okay. So, you know what, Teresa? Look at these cards. See how happy they are? They talk about wish fulfillment and happiness and like a stability at the home. Okay. And so when you sign her up, okay, you're really going to be closing out a cycle of struggle. All right. So the answer is yes. Okay. You helping her with that, the way that your intuition told you you should, is accurate. And it is a yes in answer to your question. Love and light to you and your daughter, babe. Thank you, Teresa, for following the live stream rules. I appreciate you. And congratulations on your daughter getting awarded that disability. That's so great. You really need to believe as you are signing her up for that. That, you know, just like Zach got justice, you guys, you hear somebody getting justice, you can claim that too for what you got, especially if you were led to, okay? That's the way that, you know how I'm always saying this life is far more spiritual than you may realize? When a word is released, right, I can be saying, yeah, justice for you, Zach, which obviously I'm saying that, right? If the energy and the presence of justice is around, I need you to know, because it exists, it too exists for you, okay? Now, this is not a call to delusion yourselves to think, yes, Zach got justice. Me and Jason Momoa are going to be married by sea next February, right? Like, but, okay, here's the sitch. You know how, like, we love to support each other and we talk about how we're connected and that our wins are each other's wins? So, our justice, you're very welcome, Teresa Horton. You're very welcome, Amy. Our justice, okay, same deal. All right, unless you're not claiming it, unless you don't want it, maybe you don't want it. I can't make you, right? But if you want it and you know you're deserving of justice, whatever you got going on, thank you. Man, justice is in the building, right? Justice is in the energy. Justice is in my auric field. Justice is in my body. Justice is in my mind. Justice is in my heart space. Justice is in my caring connections. Justice is in my finances. Justice is in my legacy. Justice is in my artwork. Justice is in my pain. Okay? So it is what you make of it. Be mindful. All right. You guys have been beautiful. I really, really missed you guys. Thank you for holding out so late with your girl. I know I'm not a mindful of the hour or the day even. But I definitely will be back tomorrow with more food for thought, if nothing else. And of course, some tarot too. You know, I slide that in. Don't worry. But what I want for us now is to really soak in some of the details, okay? Soak in some of the aspects of food for thought and keep manifesting. So before your head hits the pillow and you're snoring, right? Love and light, Laura. I want you guys to really get it into your energy and your mind and your heart space, all right, of what you truly deserve out of tomorrow. And I want you to picture it. What are you wearing? How's your hair fixed or not, right? Maybe it's messy, right? Some days I personally, I love to have messy hair, it's fun. You don't have to be all coiffed all the time, right? It's like how some like to say, let their hair down. It can't be so serious all the time. Some of us, we need to work on being way less serious, and others, perhaps, way more, right? Um, yes, like Laura's saying, she too deserves amazing. And you guys, when you see someone say that, right? You too, okay? Think of it as a synchronicity. We're all connected. Laura is so awesome. She knows to come on here and immediately understand worth plus tax, which equates to definitely, obviously, deserving amazing. Not mid, not crumbs, not second to best, not sometimes, not inconsistency, right? Right. And that's what I want for all of us, okay? Because why? Well, your wins are our wins, and see how, I mean, you could scroll it back if you need to. I don't mind, okay? But you get it. All right? Keep going. If anyone has the eligibility still on this live stream and wants to do so, please go on ahead and submit any question that you may have. Okay. For the free yes no tarot before I hop off, but really I'm losing steam here, you guys. So get that question in, and let's collectively and positively get started on our day tomorrow. I mean, technically it is tomorrow. What's time, anyways? Love and light ambivalence. Amaze balls. Yes. Yeah. You know what's great? I need you guys to understand, because this is kind of connecting back to maybe even a little bit of PAL 3, but the sentiment of the journey here, right? And I do have a word that I was told I will be releasing, not as early as what I wanted to, but I do want to honor it and give it space to ruminate and make sure that I've got all aspects, because I know I don't. Long story short, there was a change of plans. And so I do have to finish aspects of meditation for it. But the long and short of it is, you guys, really understanding that the journey is part of the blessing, right? Not just that final destination, the outcome, the end game, the end goal, the person, the relationship, the all in all. Like when you think about it, when you get into that ultimate caring connection, where it's like, man, this is the stuff love is made of, right? Not even just dreams, because dreams we even talked about tonight could be just simply and solely a pipe dream, bruh. Like, and okay, from one person dreaming to the next, one person's putting all of their selves into that dream, every fiber of their being, and they're believing that that dream ultimately is the ultimate reality. The next person dreaming beside them, they're just dreaming, wasting time, and being fine with that, right? It's like, whoa, you gotta know exactly who you're dealing with, okay? From anyone or anything outside of you at this point, okay? But here's the sitch. Don't even bother if you're not really understanding who you are and what you got on the inside of you, okay? Part of the journey. So, you want that ultimate marriage, perhaps? I know I do, right? Part of my ultimate marriage is me honoring the journey to understand more of myself, the ways that I want to better myself, connecting back to not other people, not trying to keep up with the Joneses. No, I'm talking about who I used to be, the version that I used to present as. Okay? Aspects of toxicity, even, right? All of that, you doing all of the work and really investing into you, pouring into you, I need you to know is part of the journey, yes, but also is part of the fruit of the harvest of that loving, safe, uh, sexy AF marriage, caring connection, whatever. Not everybody's here looking for marriage. I get that, right? So when you start wrapping your head around honoring the journey, it's easier for you to express love towards yourself, okay? Because some of you are going, well, that's well and good. I'd love to express myself and be more free, but it's hard when it's just me. You need to break out of that, because otherwise you're setting yourself up for another unrequited lover situation where you're with somebody who's emotionally turned off and you're like, oh, I wish I could express myself. But see why that is the theme, though? It's not just because men are menning and women are womening, or whatever you want to say in between or all over the place with that. See? So when you really start honoring the journey in all aspects and maybe even all versions of yourself, it allows for you to kind of get that tunnel vision. And tunnel vision is a very key phrase, connecting back to the word that I still have yet to release. I gotta wait. Long story short, and it's not ready to come out yet. Okay, but be mindful to kind of keep that food for thought, ruminating about your energy. How can I better see and honor the and appreciate and be grateful for the journey, the process? How can I allow for me to not simply and solely view it as grueling, as punishment, as unpleasant? How can I allow for myself to really operate into a position of power in spite of the pain? Keep going, you guys. Literally, I have chills and vibrating all over, okay? And it ain't because it's sexy tarot, it's because I'm excited for the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is that, just like that angel number 911 code, right? Big shifts, brighter days, beautiful connections just up ahead, all right? And really, there's no punishment to any aspect or sentiment of that statement. So please, don't you be the one attaching that type of energy or stigma to your situation or your perception of it. And by it, the journey. All right. So, if nothing else, right, scroll that one back. Okay. And, maybe sleep to it if you gotta. Okay. I know it's easier for some of us, depending on where you're at in the path, but please keep going. And you know how they say, rinse, lather, and repeat? You got to do that when you're retraining your brain. Don't think you're the only one. This is not usually a one and done process. And that's why we talk about it as a lifestyle. All right? Just to be clear. And so the sooner you understand that you are to appreciate, and maybe even aspects of how to appreciate the whole, okay, which is not really just outcome focused and based until you get to the happy part. No, the whole of it. Each painful step, each painful goodbye, right? Maybe even painful hello. Some of you, you got to work through pain to even say hello to yourselves in the mirror, to even address you the way that you would almost pay others, anything else outside of you, to address you, right? But on the other side of that pain, you'll find it too is necessary, and it was also part of assisting you into the pleasure zone, where you look in the mirror, you look at yourself inside and out, outside and in, and you go, I love you and I choose to love you. And not in the sense of like, I choose to love you because I take pity on you or because no one else will love me if I don't. In the sense of, you lovingly make that choice. Like, even if it weren't a choice that you had to make, you love yourself so much that you would still just nonetheless choose to love you. Like, how could you not choose to love you? You're you, right? Exactly. And when you get there and you stay there because you're continuing to do the work, learn and grow your soul, those connections, those people, places, and things outside of you and in alignment with you, and that vibrational frequency that you will most assuredly land on when you are consistent in keeping yourself built up, not only in faith, but in believability and confidence about your existence, about your imperfections, right? And about, the fact that divinity is backing you and is part parcel of you and you it, okay? The rest just gets easier. And you don't want to miss out on that. That is New Earth. Okay. All right, you guys, let me see here. You're fighting so soon about other daughter. She's 35 away from interest. They don't want to pay it. Did you get a lawyer, Teresa? Often, quite unfortunately. Um, I gotta watch how I say this. Um, I'm gonna speak in code here. So, but Teresa, listen up, okay? Um, in arenas where a lot of people have need, okay, and they are dependent on, um, let's say, organizations of sorts, right, to assist with helping whatever the need may be. Okay, we don't even need to specify. Okay, um, there are often certain markers in place that kind of help the organization to seemingly manage the supply versus demand situation. And so often you hear about organizations being understaffed, underfunded. All right. Because of that, and I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical or legal advice, don't come for me, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill, right? Because of that, organizations aren't even necessarily able, okay, and or nor do they normally have the agenda to make receiving whatever resolution to the perceived or actual need is easy. So often you've got to hire professional assistants to get organizational assistance. And I know you're going to say, I don't have it. Okay. But the thing is, right, there are still ways to get it for free. That too is not the easiest. You'd have to do some research. You'd have to place calls. Do you do pro bono work? Do you do this kind, because from one, even if you're talking attorneys, right? Let's be honest, from one attorney or even one doctor's office to the next, they don't do the same thing. They don't have the same type of knowledge or same type of clientele, or patients for that very valid reasoning. So it's a lot of patience, and it's a lot of, advocating, and it's a lot of phone tag, perhaps, but it's not undoable. So if you're the type, though, that says, because I don't have the money, I don't have the blah, 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 that's the experience you're going to live out. Meanwhile, that same organization, perhaps, is well aware of all of that, because all of that assists them with having to say the blatantly obvious. We don't have enough for everyone. Okay. So if you know that you need some sort of miracle assistance, you need some sort of professional assistance, when's the last time you thanked the universe for providing it? When's the last time you thanked God for providing it? Or were you waiting to see it first or hear that you could get it first? You got to work on these things, because otherwise you are shooting yourself in the foot and taking your daughters with you. And it's not me trying to play the blame game. I'm trying to get you to understand some of these very spiritual laws and principles that we're all prey to, whether we pray about them or not. Okay? And I'm only offering that in love and light because I do care for you. And of course, any mother caring about anyone that they've helped place into this realm here on earth, I support. Okay? Because I've seen the reverse of that more times than I'd like to count, on a personal note and on a professional note. So please don't get it twisted. I'm not calling you out or trying to say anything is wrong with you or your daughters, or that. All I'm saying is, let's put our coach hat on and not give up. All I'm saying is, don't try to box God, divinity, the universe into anything, because you are perceiving with a lack mindset, which seems logical. I get it, right? That you don't have the money, so therefore you don't have the support, you don't have the way. I get it. It can be very frustrating to deal with all of those agencies, the amount of hours of day that it would take to just make the phone calls, get somebody to call you back, give somebody, information, and get information from them. And I've done it on a personal and professional note. I'm still here saying, please don't restrict your experience here as well as your daughter's, okay? And guess what? How do you know you're doing it until you know? But now that you know, hey, if I'm so quick to be like, I don't have the money, then I'm really also so quick to tell the universe, I don't have the money, I don't have the whatever fill in the blank, and I just don't have, and I don't have. Years later, you'll still be talking about how you don't have it, though. And that's where I kind of personally want to draw the line and be like, don't be that one. Okay, because I don't want that for you. If I don't want that for you, whether you got money or not. And also, take money off the table. There are millionaires right now shooting themselves in the foot just the same, because of some lack mentality elsewhere. That's why their marriages can't stay off the ground. That's why they think that it's just best to go on ahead and, sign a prenup and ask for that to be submitted, because they've gone through, 3 to 4 other, I almost said professional relationships. That's interesting. I don't know whose business I just got into, but forgive me for going down that rabbit hole, Teresa. But just in normal course, right? You want to work on not shooting yourself in the foot. You want to work on not fighting the very divine forces that are in the wings trying to assist you, but you're just so loudly clanging your own pots and pans version of your voice and mentality and mental and heart spaces saying otherwise, to the point where divinity has to be like, okay, or universe has to be like, that's what you believe, that's what you receive. And you're going, I got nothing, right? Nobody wants you to have nothing, okay? If you're still with me, Teresa, you can get this, okay? Just continue to do the work. Watch The Secret, sleep to it, you guys. Because again, not a one and done. All right. But you very much are capable of manifesting. You very much are capable of not fighting yourselves, your path, your experiences here. Okay. So continue to try. As long as you try, you win. You definitely won't win if you give up and say, that's it. I'm done. I can't do it. That's your truth then. I can't make you choose another truth. However, I can tell you and I can support you into if and when you should choose another truth, a higher vibrational one. You enjoy that every time. Not so much if you don't, just saying, okay? Money or not, because money don't make you happy either. Ask a millionaire who's gone through umpteen divorces, just saying. All right, so do we have everybody? Exactly, like Laura said, find a different lawyer then. Don't give up. They're betting on the give up because it helps them not have to give up because they don't. That's just like you guys. If you went to the bank and like everybody was like, "Listen, I'm gonna need all my money," they'd be like, "Ew, you can't do that. We don't have all the money." You know what I mean? Like, just saying. So manifest. This is why I'm always like, we're not going to overly rely on tarot. Which, what are you gonna do if tarot says, "Oh yeah," it's like, "Hey, will I wake up tomorrow to $1 million?" And tarot's like, "No." What are you going to do? Just take that no and then just never be the millionaire that you're. If you're wondering where your million anything is, maybe because you're supposed to be a millionaire in that, whether it's money or not, right? Okay. So manifest and get what you deserve. Like we already talked about, we deserve everything amazing, nothing less than. We are no longer aligning with less than. We've done too much work to align to the actual high vibrational timeline where we've got the bag, stuff to put in it, the ability to bless ourselves and others. Okay, ain't nothing bad about that. So doing the work feels like a noteworthy sacrifice, but again, not punishment. Doesn't have to be. It's what you make of the journey. Okay, all right. Thank you guys for supporting each other. I need you to know that when you do that, you're literally supporting each other. Um, and I feel like many of you do know that, but I just want you to know that you make the path all the more beautiful. You make the energy all the more healing when you do that. So thank you. I just want to, I've just been seeing a lot of support lately when we are able to come onto the lives between one collective member to the next. And I just want to say thank you so much because when you guys do that, you help me help you as well. Because I'm not just doing all of the work. We're doing it together. And that's why I really appreciate these live streams. You guys coming on, you guys making time for me to even hear the messages, right? And I'm grateful to be able to make time for you to deliver them. Please don't get that twisted, okay? It's a very beautiful thing we got going here. And I'm very honored that you are part of my path and I'm honored to be part of yours. Please don't give up. We're doing too much big things. All right, we're doing it. It's a thing. Justice stands for all. All right. I love you guys. Go to bed. Be amazing. Know you're amazing. And know you don't really have to work hard to be who you are. Just that. Amazing. Okay. So if anyone tries to come around saying, you know, like you need to do this and be that, okay, I need you guys to be so built up with your own love light, with the own truth that you now own because you have done the work to study to show yourselves approved, right? You've hermited it out. You've read a book. Maybe some of you have written or are writing a book, okay? Now's the time to shine unapologetically, all right? But please enjoy the journey of it all, okay? Whether you got that caring connection, whether you got that Fortune 500 empire business off the ground just yet or not, all right? Honor the whole process, the whole journey for what it is. That's what's going to get you to those higher vibrational outcomes all the more faster. And the fruit of the harvest that you definitely are, of course, high key deserving of. All right. So please don't forget now. All right. So don't give up and don't quit. Know your worth and don't forget. I love you.